let's talk about a couple guys that I think the Bengals could draft. And Alec Pierce, I mentioned the top 30 visit at the top of the video. I think Alec Pierce is a stud because he tested really well. But that testing, all of that showed on the field. And that's very rare with these prospects. And so I like him a lot. They brought him in for the visit. What do you think about him? And then what do you think about Coby Bryant as well? Because we talked about the Bengals needing a corner. If they don't take one in round 1, I think that round 3 to 4 range, Coby Bryant might go off the board, and that might be exactly where they target a corner.
Alec Pierce has one of the best catch radiuses I've ever seen with a receiver. I mean, I've never seen a guy go up consistently and get more jump balls and one-on-one ball. And the only thing that hurt Alec Pierce, he was Des Ridder's go-to, but the style of offense at which UC ran was not, conducive to a receiver blowing up. They love the tight end. They love the tight end in the flats. They use the quarterback run, and they used Jerome Ford a ton last year. So, if he's on a pass-happy team that throws 50 times a game, the stats that Alec Pierce would have put up were crazy. He's a smart guy. You look at where he's at from an education standpoint. You look at his vertical. You look at all the testing numbers, and then just go watch his route running and his ability to win one-on-one balls. And then, if you're still not sold, watch the Alabama game. A team in Alabama who's got the best of the best, they doubled Alec Pierce the whole game because they tried early in the game and they couldn't single coverage Alec Pierce. Now, Dez couldn't get the ball out a lot of times because he was under pressure. But if you watch late in that first quarter throughout the rest of the game, they sent help to Alec Pierce's side consistently. And I think that's a huge endorsement for a guy when a Nick Saban coach team says, we need help over here with that player. And that's what Alec Pierce can be. I think he would be a steal for any team that falls into those mid rounds. And then I'm a huge Coby guy because it got to a point where early in the season, teams are like, you know what, this Sauce guy, I'll throw at him. I don't believe the hype. And then teams said, I believe the hype. So we're not even throwing at Sauce. So Coby saw the highest percentage of routes thrown at him, and he won the Thorpe Award for the country's best corner, right? Like Sauce was so good that teams had to decide that they're going to throw at the Thorpe winner. And that to me is a testament to both of those players for UC. But Coby feels like the type of player that is going to have like that 10 to 12 solid NFL year career, right? Because he's got, and he talks openly about the Mamba mentality and his work ethic. And he was tested not because if Sauce won on the other side, Coby would have never been tested, but he was tested because a top 5 pick was on the other side. And all he did was go out and win the Thorpe Award. So Sauce gets the notoriety. Coby's going to be a steal for a team where they need a corner. He can play safety at times if they need him to. I was just talking to the strength coach of the University of Cincinnati, Brady Collins, about that at the spring game. Coby can play safety. He can play corner. He can contribute to special teams. I just think he's got the mentality and the makeup that you need at the NFL level.